They keep saying she fell 10 feet after death. If that's the case, then that would mean the stabbing didn't actually occur by the statue at all, right? Because, like, they would have stabbed her first and then thrown her off the edge. I mean, surely they didn't stab her right there where the statue is, take the dead body, carry it up to the main hall, throw it off the side, and then take it back to where it was. I mean, I would think she was probably stabbed somewhere else besides the sanctuary, which leads me to think maybe this is what I present, but I don't know. Because there's a lot of conjecture in that. There's probably something simpler. I suppose we have room for error here. Well, you know what else we have? An option to save. Could do that. Okay, before I try this, let me just look back over everything else again. Just to make sure. Because what else do I even have in here? I have the weather data. That's probably not it. It's not really relevant. Look at this. Oh, that's just that. We have the photo of Elise. That doesn't... I don't think that would contradict anything. We have Iris' testimony, yeah. Oh, no, because that's the contradiction. Iris' testimony. That was like, they pointed, that was the first thing we found out. Like, earlier in the case, wait a second. That's probably not the statement that I press it on, though. Left Iris to help the acolyte. I returned. Yeah, this is the one. Because she was saying she didn't go to the temple to begin with. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. Yeah, now it's just a matter of who's telling the truth here. That's the problem. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant. Excuse me. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. Or so she says. A defendant or a witness? Who's more likely to lie, do you suppose? Ugh. The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. No, I'll tell you who needs their back. If anyone needs help with their back, it's not the defendant. Is it? The murder was committed in the courtyard. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better out. Yes, it would! Exactly! Oh man. Good one, Edgeworth. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes. No, not with this again. All people lie. That is my belief. You know what, Von Karma? You ain't too far off there. So why am I the only one being whipped in here? Because you're sexy. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question, dear witness. Dear, you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Oh, it isn't exactly what I whip. No? My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Especially in Michigan. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination. Yeah? Oh boy. I was naive with the 2 dots over the eyes. I think that alone would do the trick. Well, it's just her word against the defendant at this point. Then please add your comments about Iris. So let us return to the cross-examinations, shall we? That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training. As you can see, my back likes to act up. Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been. She was not. She gave me the hood. Dude. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Yeah, so important you had me wear it. Wait a minute. Objection! Yeah, wait a minute indeed. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? Because my brother Phoenix gave it to me, sir. That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights went out in the city, and the sun shined on the bay. Yup. Well, she would have noticed that she wasn't wearing the hood as the thing. It's kind of convenient she would just bring up that little detail like that just for us to turn around and contradict it. That was easy as hell. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Okay, so maybe you could smile once in a while too, Edgeworth. That would be cool. This hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange. Should we check for hairs? I don't know. Her hair is tied so tight. I don't know how any hairs could even come out into that thing. Her hair was a... What? If there was a Oh. Oh my god. When I read that just now, I said her hair was instead of if there was. Didn't mean for that to come out like that. Okay, I guess not. Sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. Any human heart! The seeds of doubt. Witness, as I shake my head, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Soul, sister, go, sister, poo. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. Yes, they are. Oh, man. Edgeworth is just so unshakable, man. I feel like I feel immortal when I play as him. I finished my bath around 11 and thought I should return. Well, that's already a problem right there, isn't it? Because didn't they say the death happened from 10 to 11 or something like that? I don't know. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! Iris was... Oh, no. And with a sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Oh. Wait, after she was pushed out of her window? Okay, that must be it. Because I've been trying to figure this out. Well, that would be a sight to behold now, wouldn't it? This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Here we go! Fool, fool, fool. No, it's not. Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? Nope. I can do something about my habit, but I'm not going to. Yup. You heard it. What? Oh, there goes my water heater again. It's making funny noises. I think I'm just gonna go straight for the jugular here. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. But according to the the autopsy report, alimony? Seriously? It says the body fell 10 feet after death. She says, so it must have occurred after she was... The stabbing occurred after she was pushed. Autopsy says she was pushed after death. It says the cause of death was the stabbing. And she fell after dying, so she fell after being stabbed. Stabbing after pill. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I just wanted to make double sure on that. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway. Oh, please do! My brain is something else, especially in winter. Especially in Michigan. However, I think you were overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? Yes, the autopsy report. Not the alimony report. Hopefully, I'll never be getting any of those from you. That is, if we have kids. This fall was after she was killed. Yup. I wouldn't remember that if not for the fact that it's so confusing. Why she would fall after she was killed. The thing was, like I was saying before, there would have been blood in the snow, but no. Because it snowed that night. So the snow would have covered it up by the next morning, probably. The scene the witness claims is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Okay, there you go. Let's get to the bottom of this already. The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, how would the autopsy report even know that, though? I mean, you find a dead body, how do you know what happened first, really? I don't know. Okay, so I was right, though, that she was killed somewhere else. Okay, if you say so. So that pretty much makes Bikini's testimony totally useless, then. Alright. I don't know, it wouldn't let us go and look. She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the... Oh my god! This guy is gonna be nothing but a skeleton by the time this case is over. What? Yeah, well, it depends on where the... It's more when the sword is taken back out. Yeah, exactly. That's why they say sometimes, like, if you get stabbed, don't pull the knife out, you know, because that can just... Ugh, with the weapon still in place. It acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking. I was reading the dialogue there, but my mind was somewhere else. I was thinking, what are the odds that, like, someone who's watching this video would go on to get stabbed later in their life? And it's like, I really hope that would never happen to anybody. But it's like, the odds of it are actually pretty good. I don't know, I mean, I'd have to look and see what are the odds of somebody getting stabbed in their life, you know. We have come to a conclusion, then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. Actually, it does. Except for the part about where she said she saw it happen in the courtyard. Yeah. That's right. It seems we have hit an impasse. Really? Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. What's she doing? She's gonna leave? Don't go selling me short now. You're the one who's short. Never mind. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. Can you give me a massage? Please? With the whip? Oh boy. Alright, alright. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I'm about 10 seconds slow here. Further details. What else is there to really know? When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Really? Thinking about it now, you didn't actually see her do it? No! Why would you have said that then? If you're like a mother to her. I've never seen so much blood before. When I fainted, you can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. Well, maybe the statue came to life. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma's strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, damn. You are, aren't you? Yeah, I didn't catch anything on this one, so I don't know. When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. Can't blame me, can you? When I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. So what I'm assuming here is she got thrown out with the sword. The person, whoever it was, like put the sword back where it was, still with the body attached to it. And like, but in that case, let me see where where's the picture again? See, there really isn't that much blood there. But, you know, but never seen so much blood before, that's kind of subjective. Because if you've never seen blood, period, then yeah, that would be a lot of blood, but how do you really define so much blood? Just press this one here and see what happens. By Mystic Ami, you are referring to the golden statue, correct? Just stabbing someone with a Shishido, a sacred treasure, is terrible enough. But to then mistake but then to make Mystic Ami hold the blade. Truly a heinous, despicable crime. It is easy to despise something. Anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. You know it is. You've seen it. Anyway, what is the problem? Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that? That is a good point. No, I don't think I can. Huh. There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts. That's true, so true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself... There isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. There's that word, unnatural, again. There's like 3 moments in my life that I can think of where that... Well, no, actually there's more. But I was thinking of like Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Why was it necessary to use the Shishido from the Ami statue as a weapon? Why not just use a butler's knife? Were they trying to send a message? That sounds about right. When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab. Okay. Never seen so much blood before. Wait, let me check this. So you're saying you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too. So, you didn't see her do it, but you did see... But you're still maintaining that she was there. Oh, really? Uh-oh. Yikes, that's bad. What should I do? Oh yeah, press further, Edgeworth. We always do that. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding. Yup. Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her plain as day. Okay, that doesn't mean she stabbed her then, though. And she still could have, would have gotten blood on her clothes because of that, because she pulled the sword out. Pulling the sword out. Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out. Ugh. Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important? Damn straight. More important than you can imagine. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt. It wasn't plunged into the hilt. It was only up to like the second thing, dude. Is it really? Oh my god, really? It's not really that simple, is it? I'm gonna try it. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Whoa. What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene the witness claims to have seen, the scene that she has seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. That wouldn't be a very smooth withdrawal, I can tell you that. It'd be about as smooth as trying to withdraw $5,000 from Gumshoe's bank account. Yep. Whatever do you mean? Please explain your... Oh! To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? Well, I don't know. Have you ever played Hyrule Warriors? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Ooh. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail. No, you don't look that... Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword is truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. You're telling me. It wouldn't go in smoothly, for that matter. That's more messy than the withdrawal would be. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. But when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. It's all an understatement of the year. Exactly, it would. Conjecture, that's what I said earlier. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shido. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. Bullshit. Edgeworth doesn't, I'm not finished. Oh, you're not finished, Adam. From Untamed Heart. there is still one more conclusive contradiction. So here we go. You've still got more? Oh, I've got a lot more, sir. Just call me Billy Mays. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? Just the tip.